Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Cheek Slaying headquarters. Gen Z is destroying romance. Please extra them below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that Chow. It's Chow time.
Hi. Are you from me?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
No!
Oh, that's why you say hi.
Yes.
We're gonna get straight into
like
it.
that.
I understand this question is on the socials, and we want to know why. Why do women get upset with the question, what do you bring to the table?
Are you poor?
Are you poor?
What?
No, but we know you are broke, dusty, musty, and crusty. That's why you need a man that makes so much money.
I'm sorry?
Are you
Projection.
poor?
Am I poor?
Mm-hmm.
No? I'm asking a question. Like,
Okay.
we gotta be poor to ask that question?
Kind of.
Explain. What?
Enemy cream gobbler detected. Cream gobbler opinion rejected. According to the book of the cheek pounding prophecy, section Thoughtaladians, it states, when a man asks a woman, what does she bring to the table? Now this is a question that tests a woman's self-esteem. Now if she can't answer this question, she is a cream gobbling machine. And you shall eject and leave her ass at the scene.
She belongs to the street.
Oh!
Cream gobblers.
Biflation.
This is a certified hood
He seriously tossed her out of the car like that?
classic.
To this day. To this day.
What do y'all bring to the table then?
Everything.
Don't say the table either. Everything like what? Give me three everythings. Since everything, give me three everythings.
The life of the party. Oh.
She said she bring the life of the party.
We bring the chair and the table.
In a relationship, what do you bring to the table?
If you're the chair and the table, what do you need a man for? What do you need a man for if you're the chair and the table? Seems like you could support yourself, put food on the table. It doesn't even make sense. So you're the full relationship? The table is a relationship, you idiots.
Table. Don't say sex and don't say the table. You have it there, folks.
Hey,
I don't do it.
that's all you know.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So what y'all bring to the table though, to the relationship?
Whatever he wants. I am the table, everything.
What you bring to the table? I don't know. What you bring to the table?
She was honest. Ooh.
More to the table than the wig. Come here. What you bringing to the table?
I got a job, like, I don't know. I can't cook. I don't cook.
It's absolutely shameful.
If I'd ask you, what exactly is on this
Do you
fucking
bring to the table?
Why
You
is
could be
it
the best woman out here, be the best guac giver, all that. Like,
guac giver or that? Like,
you wop, wop, wop. That's some wet ass pussy.
Gentlemen, let me say this. There are three people in this world that are going to tell you the truth. One, children.
Hey, babe. Would you still love me if I was fat?
yeah, of course.
But Mom, you are fat.
Two, intoxicated people. Three, last but not least, cheek slang headquarters. And when a girl says, I bring my WAP to the table, that WAP does not stand for wet ass pussy. That WAP stands for warrants and probation. That WAP stands for wide asshole and wide pussy. And when a girl says, oh, I'm a virgin.
I'm celibate. I'm a virgin.
Well, sweetheart, little did you know, I got my master's in hoology, and I also got my minors in gynecology, which is a pussy doctor. Now, fellas, I want to take you guys behind the scenes, and we are going to dive deep into the guts of Blue Jasmine and the modern woman. All right, guys, we're currently inside the guts of the modern woman. We're gonna take a class field trip. Watch your step, one at a time. There's plenty of space for all of us. So fellas, if you guys look around, it's very loose. There's a lot of vacant space. Perhaps we can even build a small village in here, fellas.
So what do y'all bring to the table? Y'all better be bringing the loyalty and the money.
Prettiness.
That's it?
Yeah.
So loyalty, money, and what else you say?
And money.
And respect, and you just gotta come over here with some prettiness.
Yeah.
This is crazy. All right, rate yourself 1 to 10.
11.
11.
12.
12.
Let me ask you guys this question. If we were to take away her fish hole, some smellier than others, some might be hairier than others. And if we strip her of all of her beauty, ask yourself, truthfully, realistically, what do most of these women bring into your life?
Chaos and misery. And nagging. A lot of nagging.
Most of them, not a goddamn thing but a hole in your wallet. And fellas, many of the modern women today do not realize that they are going to have to bring more than just their looks and their walk, because beauty fades, but dumb is forever. Because according to the Ask-Clapulations, Proverbs 667, it states, if she has ass and tits but no brain, send her ass back to the streets where she came.
He needs some milk.
Hey, so after we done, you put your clothes back on. Now let's talk.
We at a table now? Or we still in the back?
We at a table.
No, we not at the table. We asking why should y'all even come to the table?
Why did you ask? Like,
What you mean? Because men want to build long-term relationships with women outside of
by
sex.
starting in the bed?
Here's the problem.
It doesn't matter where we start. It's how we finish.
Here's
It's
the
how we
problem
finish.
with that question. You fast tracking everything. If you're not hiring me for a job, why am I answering to you what I bring to the table? Either you're gonna take
Why
your
wouldn't I-
time,
when you
either you're
wanna
gonna
kn-
take your time to get to know me and figure out what
Why would I wait?
what it is that I bring, or
So let me ask you a
you
question.
don't really want me to be here.
What questions are you asking on the first date?
Do you have kids? Do you have
Why-
a job?
If you were to ask a woman,
If you have kids or you have a job. You guys hear that? They tell on themselves. They literally go after Pookies, Ray Rays, and Chads that don't have jobs. They just look good, and those are usually the ones that have kids.
what does she look for in her man? She will have a 5-page essay of a list of requirements of what her man needs to be. He needs to make 6 figures. He needs to have ripped 6-pack abs. He needs to have a 6-feet-long flesh rocket. And he's got to make me bust 6 times out of the week. And he's got to last for 6 hours. And he's got to be 6 feet tall. Man, some of these girls just want to be dating the devil. Just 666 everything. But if you ask a woman, what does she bring to the table? She can't even answer the goddamn question.
I don't do it.
And this shows and speaks volumes in a heterosexual relationship between a man and a woman.
I going 50-50?
Yeah, all the way, 50-50.
What you think, 50-50?
60-40.
Yeah, 60. 60 pounds you need to lose because, sweetheart, you are a cheeseburger away from looking like Shrek. And if you were to ask these girls, what do they bring to the table? They will say, I bring everything. I am the table and the chairs.
Everything that comes with
Give me
me.
2 or 3 things, that's everything.
I don't have to list it all.
Usually, it's very difficult to believe something that can bleed 5 days straight and cannot die. But for the first time, I believe these women, that they are the table.
I get Life of Abundance is going in on these ones.
What?
Because if you guys think about it, what does a table do all day? It sits in a room and it does absolutely fucking nothing.
I don't do it.
And just like a table, she probably stands on all 4s. And when these girls say, I am the table,
We bring the chair and the table.
no lies were detected. Because if you guys think about a table is a wide, flat piece of surface that gets nailed, drilled, and screwed. And after that, it gets filled with a sticky substance with its legs high in the air. And then the table gets refurnished and repainted to hide all of its flaws. That is the perfect representation of a cream goblet. And fellas, remember what I said at the beginning of the video. When you ask a girl, what does she bring to the table? Pay attention to her response, because when you ask a girl, what does she bring to the table? This is a question that tests a woman's self-esteem. Now watch.
The question, what do you bring to the table?
Are you poor?
I'm sorry?
Are you poor?
Am I poor?
Mm-hmm.
No? I'm asking a question. Like,
Okay.
we gotta be poor to ask that question?
Kind of.
Explain.
What?
Because if you looked at me and you saw me, you knew that you wanted me. You're approaching me off rip. What
Probably
does that-
sexually.
I don't think so. But
What? We're approaching you for what other than sexually, girl? What else are you offering? Because you offer nothing.
what does that have to do with what I bring to the table? You knew that you saw me and you liked me. So why do you need to
See, look at that. Women really think just because men do the chasing and men like you already, that we just have to do everything. Now, you don't have to do anything because we like you. Well, guess what, ladies? Most men like most women. You're not special.
know what I bring to the table?
Let me just break down human psychology to you guys real quick. You see, when he asked her, what does she bring to the table? She immediately deflected and said, are you broke? And what you guys need to understand about human psychology, what offends you, reveals you. And what gets under your skin, what triggers you. You operate with your emotions, which are fostered by your own insecurity. Now, if any man or any woman cannot answer, what do you bring to the table confidently? What does it say about them? They bring absolutely nothing.
If I see when I like you, that's purely physical, correct?
I mean, it depends.
What? What it depends on?
It depends on the circumstance.
I'm
You
going
could've
off
been
what
in
I'm going off what you look like. So
Listen.
that's physical.
You could have met me in the library with a little librarian sweater on.
That
and
don't
been
mean
okay,
I
like
know-
my mind.
I don't know enough.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Please. Please, get the...
Oh, you're in the library wearing a little librarian outfit. Really? 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 Come on, really?
fuck out of here, man.
Who knows about you?
So because you're in the library, I like.
First of all, I'd like to, if she's bringing something physical to the table, then you know what the fuck she brought to the table. The physical.
Oh, titties and ass.
That you asked it to the table, did you not? That's what she said.
That's all she got.
I didn't ask it to the table.
You invited it to the table.
They always assume just because we like you that we want to bring you to the table. No, the table is a relationship. You idiots. Stop thinking that the table is... I don't even know what women really think the table is. They're so delulu thinking that the table is... I don't know what. But the table is a relationship, you idiots. He doesn't always have to bring you into a relationship. He just brings you into the cheek-slaying headquarters to what? Slay them cheeks.
Table.
No,
Don't say
invited-
that's all.
nobody invited it.
This is like people that ask for $20 and then when you ask for it back, they like, oh, you mad about your little funky $20. Don't say, oh, this is all you got. This is what you asked, so you knew what it was.
If I'm seeing ass and titties, I'm invited to the bedroom, not the table.
So
But you don't make it to the
So
table.
then why are you asking about the table? Why you not asking what you bring to the
Because
bedroom?
after we get past the ass and titties, now we want to know what else is behind this ass and titties.
But
Then
are
you should've-
taking the time to
you
get to know
should-
me,
right.
to figure that out.
That's why we asked that
That's why we
question.
asked.
These women here, they want to be respected like adults, but instead they act like spoiled children. Gentlemen, these women have fully demonstrated what they bring to the table. Stress, deflection, uncooperativeness, and inflated egos. That is not a good recipe for a good girlfriend. That is the perfect recipe for giving you a goddamn stroke.
I can feel my face when I'm with you.
Then they turn right back around and say, oh, why am I alone and single?
What happened? Where did all the men go?
Well, sweetheart, have you ever thought that the good men are with the good woman? See, all men want is peace. We do not want to be with the woman with a sense of entitlement, a woman with hella attitude. Fellas, look at this right here.
I love it when men say what you bring to the table. My darling.
I bring souls. I bring life.
Wait. Souls? How many souls you got in you, girl? Are you possessed?
Into this world. So no, baby, it's you. What do you bring to the table?
You bring souls, huh? Well, I literally just lost my soul looking at your face. This girl looks like a handsome Squidward. This girl is so ugly. Her mama probably breastfed her through a straw. This girl is so ugly. When she was born, the doctor cut the cord and hung himself. This girl is so freaking ugly. When she tried casting for Alien vs. Predator, she didn't need any makeup. She was hired on the spot.
One ugly motherfucker.
And fellas, I just find it very funny. When a man asks a woman, what does she bring to the table? It's considered rude and misogynistic.
So that's what I expect of Jamal, just to basically be there for me as my protector, provider, and Jamal, what are your expectations?
It's funny she says that because I feel like I do that already. I think the question I've actually got for Deborah is, what exactly do you bring to the table?
Are you joking?
Did I start?
That's rude.
You stuck up precious little bitch.
That is very rude. I don't, like, should he be asking me that? That's actually rude.
If a man cannot ask a woman, what does she bring to the table because it's considered rude, fine. Don't ask men about their jobs and their height. Do we have ourselves a deal, a parlay? Because Dave Chappelle once said, chivalry is dead and women killed it because they demand everything but give nothing. See, the modern woman, they want to be loved but do not know how to be loving. And that is such a nasty human trait to have, especially if that is going to be the mother of your children. See, women be like, I want a man who's 6 feet tall, ripped six-pack abs, who makes 6 figures. He's got to become the next Bill Gates. And men be like, I just want a woman who's not fucking more.
Can I just be half of Bill Gates? Jeez, I'll be half of Bill Gates.
Obese, and a woman be like, oh, how dare you? He's a misogynist. Let's throw rocks at him. Let's execute him.
Cancel him.
Shut up, Karen. Nobody asked you. I'm about to go off. I'm about to cuss these cream gobblers out. My Asian sister from another mister. How do you say motherfucker in Chinese?
Motherfucker in Chinese.
畜生.
Now, everybody
Now I know.
all together on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jusa.
And Jusa. And especially this one.
The question, what do you bring to the table?
Are you poor?
I'm sorry?
Are you poor?
Jusa.
Finish her.
That girl is so fat. When she stepped on a scale, the scale said, sorry, 1 person at a time.
Fatality.
See, fellas, I want you guys to pay attention throughout the whole interview. None of these girls said I bring peace to a man's life. I can be a feminine woman who can nurture to my man. I'm caring. I bring inspiration. And some of these girls brag about how they can't cook as if it's some great feminist achievement.
Right.
Like they just discovered the cure to AIDS.
You don't even know the basics of life. Cooking for yourself, at least.
That is blasphemous. What is your man supposed to eat when he gets home from work? A fucking raccoon? Snails? Roly-polies? See, all the things that these girls mentioned. It does not add any kind of value to a man's life. All the things that the girls mentioned, a man can get from his buddies and his pet dog. That is why so many men are walking away from marriage. Because marriage today is like playing Russian roulette with 1 empty chamber, but with 5 loaded ones. You want to take a chance at marriage? You end up like this guy. Now, out of all of the cluster of cream gobblers that were interviewed, only 1 girl said the right thing.
What you bringing to the table?
Well, outside of the package, I bring compassion.
Perfect.
I bring love.
Perfect.
I bring comfort, and I'm a nurturer.
You the real MVP.
What you got? What you do? Yoga? You got crystals on?
You know, it's not the greatest of answers, but at least it's an answer. It's a thoughtful answer that she's trying to answer. Where all these other women, is it even an answer? They just get offended by the question itself.
You with some shit?
No.
What you got going on? Because I feel it. I feel it.
I can give you some
I feel like
cheese.
energy.
Now, gentlemen, let me conclude this video on this note. May you find the right girl in a world filled with cream gobblers. May you find your Hinata.
One good girl is worth 1,000 bitches.
In a world full of Sakuras. Gobbler.
Gobble.
Now, may I close out this video with Cheek Slaying Genesis 101. Now, if she says I bring warmth, peace, and inspiration, that is all a man really wants. A girl like that is a diamond in a bag full of moldy croissants.
Sensational.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Hey.
Hey, you're still here. Saw your billboard on Bleecker.
Isn't it funny? Photographer my face. I wish you'd come me.
I plan to.
I don't know.
You can't even ask women basic questions nowadays. What do you bring to the relationship? Why can't we just say that instead of using the word table? Because the table thing is really fucking these women over. They really don't understand what the table is. What do you bring to the relationship, ladies? Please extra down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time. Ciao.